Hello, world. Hello, world. That's how excited we are to be with you, right?
Man, let's just create this magical moment of truth. Now, what truth is? I think truth, I don't know that there is universal truth. The only truth that I know that's going to show up is this one that exists right now in this space that we've created. And it might just even disappear like in afterwards, right? But I'm committed that we, in that 20 minutes or 25 minutes, we say what's there, the raw, the unfiltered, the real.
Wow!
And that's it. That's our truth.
I'm inviting us to close our eyes for a few moments and before our hands connecting with our beautiful heart and slowing the breath down. As we are connecting with the present moment, I will raise something that we might not be aware of. We think we are in the present moment, and we are, maybe for a short time, short moment. But what's also in the present moment is the past that we drag around. And so, if we pay just a little more attention, we see that some of our relationships in the present reflect our relationships in the past. Habits that we have in the present, they are from the past. Even this attachment of the past. And it's a very dear subject to me, and I would love us to talk about it today. And I'm asking, before we open our eyes, asking ourselves, what am I attached to from the past? What experiences, situations, people from the past I'm still dragging around in the present? So just for a few moments in silence, get connected to it.
I started writing a couple of days ago again and realized that's a way to heal as well. And I actually wrote about that. The things that I'm not willing to let go of from the past. Knowing and so not fully stepping into the future. So it's interesting how when you start thinking about that, everything shifts around as if the signs come, like, it's the quote that shows up on your social media, or it's Olesia who shows up with this in a podcast, or everywhere you start seeing that, right? It's like, step in. And I realized that it's not just one thing here today, but that itself, I have the pattern of not letting go in time, not attaching myself to that past until I can't anymore, and it's just like it makes me almost like vomit. It's just too much already. I'm already in the future, but I'm still attached to it. Or until if it's attached to another person, until that person does something, or that person cuts it off. So I look at it as maybe it's the courage. Maybe it's the not willing to let go of part of myself, that version of myself.
What shows up as a fear or anxiety if you would let go of the past?
There's the fear of what if it's not as as good, because we become nostalgic of the past, right? We romanticize the past, and so what if it's not? Yeah, what if it doesn't measure up? Even the past that might not be as but still when you're removed from it, you kind of start to long for it. So yeah, for me it's fear of what if I shouldn't have let go of it. It's the energy, time, emotion that was poured into whatever was in the past.
Yes, right. The €1,000,000 that you invested into that investment, even if it's not working anymore, but you invested so much.
Yeah, you're attached to that, right? So you just don't want to let go of it.
That's
And
a
then
good
you don't
one.
want to necessarily, and you might know that there's a better investment someplace else, but you're like, what if I make that work? No, there's
I have a view about men that are like nobody is good for me. Or there is another category of men that I'm not good for them. So there is some comparison, constant one. And why I'm attached to that? Because I don't know how to be in a healthy relationship, to be honest. I know how to be in a toxic relationship, in a dysfunctional one. I know how to behave. I know what to say back. I know how to start a drama or how to respond to one. But I don't know how to communicate in a respectful and kind and loving manner when something is there in the space. And I don't think I deserve one. There's this internal belief that I just don't deserve a good relationship.
that you decided that you don't deserve one.
I think
what's the cause of that?
when someone important from the past told me that nobody is going to marry you, believe that you just don't deserve the good stuff or the good relationships. I'm seeing just how attached I am now to the past. Wow.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean how attached you are to that past? Which past? What?
Like, look how I'm keeping the story alive.
That story.
That story.
Particular story.
Yes. I'm keeping it alive again and again. I'm bringing it in the present. And it's here. It is here. I'm having some kind of enjoyment to keep that story alive. It's like that there's this stubbornness in me. I'd rather be right than happy. I like to be alone because when I'm in a relationship, I'm totally giving myself up. That is what I started doing when I was a child. I wanted to please my parents, I wanted to please my mom, and I wanted to please my friends. So this constant pleasing, and I would give up on myself. And I still don't know how to be fully in a relationship without giving up on myself.
The question there is, what meaning have I given to relationship? And when I dive, I've had this conversation already, and I've had conversation with myself. What is the meaning? It occurs to me, as you said, as work. You said that you would lose yourself into relationships, and you kind of want to keep yourself to yourself right now and discover that part of you, right? And I'm with you there, right? And I'm like, I come from yet another breakdown where I rebuilt myself to who I am today. And I'm in a constant rebuilding process. And it's almost like I want to treasure that. And I don't want anyone to come around it now,
When we come on the world and then we're not fully accepted as who we are because we need to be the good girl or we need to be in a certain way, our consciousness starts fragmenting, splitting, yeah. So there is a huge fragmentation internally because it cannot fragment externally. You cannot become 100 Irmas, right? And now that's why we're confused when we answer some questions, because we want to give this answer, but also this answer, and they all seem true, because it's the parts of ourselves that answer them. Now you need to connect to which part of you, that part of you that wants relationships, which one it is.
The feminine part, it's the weak part. It's the vulnerable one that almost wants partnership where you can just rest, you can just be, you can be so trusting and so open and so vulnerable that You you just get to be however you are. That part.
And that part doesn't trust the masculine, as I'm hearing. Yeah. Same here. Same here. Not
I
trust
wonder
me.
why
I
we
will be
found
home.
each other.
Yeah, there's distrust and being held, and taken care of and provided for. I want that. But I'm not allowing myself to be that. I don't trust people in general too. In fact, I'm really afraid of people because I've been so hurt in my relationships. And at the same time, I hurt other people too. It's not like, people hurt me. I hurt people too, a lot of people. And so maybe those people, because of me, they don't trust people.
My first reaction to people is always, I trust. I trust in good in them. And I see that's the problem for me because I give too many chances. I'll be like, no, that's just the side, that's just the vulnerable, that's just the trauma, and I will find excuses or justification or understanding in or over the pain, over this, over that. And as of today, what just showed up, it's not that I don't trust people. It's just that I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself to know or to see people. If I was lucid, how would I not see things? Like, in perspective, you see things and people and situations. It's like, how would I allow that? But who would allow that kind of hurt? Yes, I think I don't trust myself to be a good judge of who's good for me or who's the person that I need to have around me.
So there's no creation of the future as long as we're attached to the past.
Sure, there is. It's just the future that it repeats the past. There is no creation of the future that is. Let's just reword that, right? The future we create from the past, we know that. It's just another facet, another version of that past. And we humans are great at doing that. The work that you and I are engaged in is being aware of that. We don't succeed always, right? We fail at it majestically. And that's also part of the experience. The future created from the future, not to make up for the past, not to fix the past, just because just because you want, just because. How would it be if you actually had a relationship? Just so that you would experience what it is to lean in.
So can we recognize and be honest now with all this? Oh my God, we're evolving and we're superior creatures, that we are attached to the past?
Of course we are.
I am recognizing that I'm attached to the past.
Deeply. That's the beginning where when we started, I said, I'm at the crossroads. I am not letting go. I'm very clear where I am not letting go. That many things. And how those things, not just one, it's almost like a visual. It's just like you want to break the chains to step into that future.
And do you see that sparkle in our eyes and the pleasure that we have from being attached to the past? Do you see it? Do you feel it? Do you sense it?
Yeah.
That's it.
That addiction to the pain, right? That addiction to the past.
That's it.
Too good to let go of. Yes.
Exactly. I have a question for our people, right? Are you attached to the past? And if you say no, let's have a conversation about it. Come on our podcast. Let's talk about it.
And then if you are, how would life be without that past? Have you explored that? What it would look like not to be attached to that? And to just dream the future without it. Create the future without it. Break free.
And I have a question for you. Can you, not question, and yes, actually it's a question. Can you be kind to yourself if you are becoming aware that you are attached to the past, and just be kind to yourself, and it's totally fine. It's okay, because In the You Truth, we're talking about embracing this, embracing our limitations, embracing our ugly truth, embracing ourselves with all the hidden places, and say, yes, I'm attached to the past. Yes, there is some kind of pleasure into holding into it. Just be okay with it. And when you're fully accepting it, but you know what means fully accepting it? It might never go away. Can you live with it all your life? If you say yes,
Yeah.
then you're fully accepting it. And if you say no, then you didn't
I'm
fully
not
accept
there.
it.
Yeah.
And you cannot move on if you don't fully accept it. You can fight with it all you want and say, no, 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 I'm going to create the future. But you cannot move to another place until you fully accept that old place that you are into.
I don't accept that part in me. It's almost like I should know better. I know better. Ditch it. Get rid of all those weights from your childhood, from this, from that. Who gets to say? I get to say, so why can't I just do it? The question is, which part of you, which part of your past, and what's the impact of that, that exact attachment to your current life and the life that you're creating.
And it was triggering for sure. It was triggering for me. And what I also got connected to, I'm in some kind of denial, but I don't know which one. Like there is something for me that is still not available to me. And have a beautiful day, enjoying your past and the present. So please like and subscribe and be with us. Comment, tell us, are you attached to the past or you're not?
Declare it. Be true. Bring up your ugly truth.
And
Because
own
that
it,
is
baby.
that's how you get. That's the first step to get free from it, in a way.
Recognizing it and own it. It's yours. It's totally fine. Own it.
Yeah.
Lots of love to you.
Bye.
See you next time. Bye, everyone. From our heart to yours.